Hello again, and welcome to Staff Training, Day 2, Part 1B. And we're going to be covering today's session, or rather what we're going to be doing in today's session for the next few videos. By the end of today, you will feel a part of the wider IBT staff body, so you will know that you're not just with your local staff team members, but you are with us, the IBT core team, and that you have the other parts in other 28 or 29 institutions across different African countries. So you're going to feel like we are all family in a community because there's many of us. You're going to understand how classrooms might support each other. So as I said, for instance, someone in a certain classroom might be good at phylogenetics when you are good at Linux, and you can actually assist each other because we're trying to create a sense of partnership. So we're going to be obviously discussing such help on Vula, and Vula forums and in the chat rooms as well. You're going to be able to list at least 3 good facilitation practices and go further to describe 3 of those techniques that are for facilitation, and we'll know how to implement them as well by the end of today. You will have an idea of how you might stimulate engagement with and across classrooms. So it's not just with your own, but in between, because we have a lot of classrooms that are virtual in nature, and with the local bioinformatics community as well. You'll also be able to navigate and use IBT online platforms, namely Vula. So that's the online course management platform that we have. The IBT website, which is not yet live, we're still finalizing it, but I will let you know once it's finalized on Vula, or I'll send you an email, but we're going to put the videos there as well. And YouTube, we have a channel, the I3A Bionet channel, on YouTube, and you're going to be able to find our videos there and download them the day before or hours before your classroom is about to start. And Adobe Connect as well, which is our conferencing platform. I just want to speak about 2 things that were used in devising or coming up with and designing, rather, the IBT curriculum and competencies. When the competency mapping was done, we came up with 2 terms that we don't want you to confuse: learning objectives and learning outcomes. So some people use them interchangeably, but they're not the same thing. So although both are important, I do advise that can you not confuse them, please? And I'm going to just describe quickly, or rather differentiate between the 2 of them. What are learning objectives? So learning objectives are knowledge learned without implementation. They're not measurable. So it's goals and intentions of the instructor and what you hope the students to learn as an instructor. So the expert trainer will say, for the Linux module, I hope that students are going to learn ABC. However, it's not measurable as compared to outcomes, which are measurable because it's skills that are gained and it's what the student actually learns. So the other one is without implementation, objectives, and measurable is the outcome. An example would be with a learning objective is you inform as a trainer all participants of the course logistics, and corresponding learning outcome of that objective is participants are aware of course logistics and can list the requirements for obtaining the course letter of completion. So they are related, although they're not the same thing, they are related. An objective should flow into an outcome. And if you want to read more about this, look at this link. Let me take my mouse there. You can go into this website to read fully what are the differences and similarities and relations between learning objectives and learning outcomes. Why define objectives and outcomes? So I'm just going to stress the fact that each trainer will, at the beginning or at some point in their own module, stress what their objective and outcomes are for that module so that students can actually know what they need to learn or what they're expected to learn, and even learn more than that. But what this affords us, or rather forces the trainer, is to make sure that there's some sort of guideline to ensure that students meet a certain minimum or level of understanding per module. So what learning objectives do is that they allow the trainer to determine the curriculum. So they decide, okay, I want students to learn this. And for the participant, equally, they can see the overview of what will be covered by having objectives. And outcomes, on the other hand, it allows for the trainer to know specific skills that must be taught and how they should be taught. So it's not only good to give power to any of the participants of the student or the trainers. However, it also allows the trainer and students to get something out of whatever course they're part of. So the participants will know what they're expected to learn and be able to do by the end of your module. Today's schedule is as follows. From 10:30, as we already did in the previous video, day 2, part 1A, we had a recap of the previous day's training day 1, what we covered in that day. We met, or rather we're gonna meet, let me go through it with my mouse here, meet the staff teams, and the resources that we're gonna be using are on this column here. 10:50, we're going to be sharing solutions to whatever challenges that we're going to be facing. We're going to cover facilitation techniques, which are quite important for teaching assistants in particular. At 11:10, CAT, what are good facilitation practices? You're going to find those in the video day 2, part 4, and we're going to be chatting through the Vula forum if you want to. Tips and tricks for facilitation techniques. You're going to find that on the video labeled day 2, part 5. We're going to take a break from 11:45 to 12:10 just for you to grab coffee or go to the bathroom quickly. Hello via Adobe Connect, which is going to be our conferencing system for IBT 2018. So at 12:10 CAT, we're going to use the Adobe Connect platform for greetings. Again, so I apologize there. That's a typo. It's supposed to be IBT_2018. And there's going to be an engagement brainstorming that's going to happen, which you're going to find day 2 on the video day 2, part 7, Adobe Connect chat and audio. So we're going to be checking if your audio works. If you have a question for the trainer, for instance, because you're going to actually use Adobe Connect quite a lot throughout the next 3 months. And we're going to have a wrap up. A reflection at 15 minutes past 1, and you're going to find the video day 2, part 8, and we're going to have an exercise template, and we're going to finish at 13:45, so we're finishing early today. And next, I invite you to watch the video labeled day 2, part 2.